Hey folks, how are you? I got a surprise for you, folks. All my Chelsea family and friends and fans. I am in Chelsea. I'm on 23rd Street. Look at that. I finally made it. I've been suffering. I had surgery. I've been in a wheelchair. I've been with a walker. I've been with crutches, with a cane, everything imaginable, and wearing this big boot that weighs about 50 pounds. So the surgery looks so far so good. I have a little bit of infection in my foot, and it's surface. It's in the scar area, nothing deep inside, and it's being taken care of with antibiotics. So anyway, folks, I decided that it's the holidays, and I was home, very depressed and bored, and I needed to get out to Chelsea and do a video, even if it's a little bit, just to show people around. So anyway, I'm on 23rd Street right now. Behind me is the building that used to be called the Cornish Arms, and now it's called the Broadmoor. But let me take you across the street. That liquor store has been there for many years. There used to be a Chinese restaurant, a fine Chinese restaurant there. In the corner, there used to be, believe it or not, there was a Kentucky Fried Chicken at one time, and there was a Bickford's, and if you remember that. And so there goes across the street. I'm not on 8th Avenue because 8th Avenue is very crowded. I just can't do the crowds right now. So 8th Avenue is actually very, very crowded with people, restaurants and stuff like that. And there's just no way to walk, and it's very uncomfortable. So I'm walking down 23rd Street, and behind me is that entrance to what used to be the Cornish Arms. And I'm walking toward the west. I'm walking toward 9th Avenue. I'm between 8th and 9th, and I'm walking toward 8th Avenue. And let me show you some familiar places. There goes that shortcut for many, many years. I remember going through there many years. My mother was always scared to go through there. They used to mug people back in the days in that little cut in there. And there goes the theater. It used to be I remember it being the RKO. I went there as a kid. I think my first movie in there was the Valachi Papers with Charles Bronson. Across the street, you'll see the Leo House. Let me see if I can zoom you in here. Let me see if I can zoom up. I forgot how to use. I haven't been doing video so long. I'm an idiot. I forgot how to zoom in. Anyway, let that bus go. There goes the Leo House, which has been there for years. There goes the funeral home, the Horn and Danica, which is no longer a funeral home. Now they made it into a living residential place. And then that first floor back there, oh my God, I went there to see many of friends laid out right there in front of that window. I don't know if these people know there used to be a funeral home, but I don't know. They could have the building, I don't want it. So anyway, folks, it's a nice crispy night out. It's not much to do. So folks, it's a tough time, folks. It really is. All over the world, not only here in Chelsea, but all over the world. And there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of depression. The holidays upon us. Some of us have lost people during the year. Some of us have lost relatives and friends during the holidays last year. So it all comes back with a combination of what we're going through with the coronavirus, and it's just tough times, but we have to make the best of things. And I posted up a video. I was home very depressed, and you can't imagine my depression. But I got up and I decided to do a video and post it, and that made me feel a little better. And then it gave me energy to continue. And I said to myself, I'm going to Chelsea to do a video, even if it's a short video. I want to do a video on Chelsea. Anyway, folks, let me show you. And okay, there you go. The West Side Tavern used to be a Wilson Bar for many years. Let me zoom you in on that. That used to be Wilson Bar, a nice old Irish bar that used to be great at night to hang out, and was there for many years. Over here where that smoke shop is new, and oh, this stupid truck is on my way. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, zoom out. In there used to be a deli called Corky's for many years, and Let me see if I can wait for this truck to go by and see if we can get this. Okay. So I'm moving and he's moving along with me. So anyway, folks, the store is actually for rent. The store is actually for rent. Here comes another. Oh God. So when you see that store right there, where it says store for rent, that used to be many years ago. It used to be Corky's. It was a delicatessen that was open, I think, all night. But and then there was, I don't know, later on there was funny business going on. I don't know. I'm not gonna get involved with it. The Chelsea Square restaurant diner, that used to be the American Bar, another Irish old-time bar, American bar. And for those who remember, the rail line out there used to be the Moon. I think what was it? It was a Moonstruck Diner. But before that, believe it or not, there used to be an A&P there. Those who might not remember, but I remember going there. There was an A&P, and Jesus, my glasses are getting foggy. No matter what I do. Okay, let's see if that works. I don't have to lay my glasses in front of. So, folks, there's a fruit stand here now. A very nice fruit stand. It's pretty big. It's got a lot of stuff here. It's good prices. I'm on the corner 23rd and 9th Avenue. Look at that. And this guy's got the whole corner here. And he's got a whole fruit stand here. I mean, this is huge. It takes a quarter of the block. And pretty nice. Across the street, folks, there's not really much. I mean, businesses it's showing the times that, oh my God, these ambulances. Unfortunately, this is showing the times, and where the store Wayland's used to be is closed. There was a bank afterwards there. There was a little stationery store. My mother used to go in there and buy cigarettes and toys for me and stuff like that. The only thing that survived this whole thing is still here, and I hope it is the London Terrace liquor store. It says London Terrace Wines now, but that used to be a liquor store. And the supermarket in the corner, that used to be years ago Shopwell. And let me see if I can zoom you in on that. And that used to be Shopwell. So there's a lot of business folks that are struggling to stay out during this this pandemic, and now it's going to get worse because today I heard the governor ordered indoor dining shut down as of tomorrow, I think, or no, as of Monday, actually. So I just passed by BBQs, and they're setting up all the tables and everything outside again, so that they can have outside dining. It's a shame, folks. It really is. You know, all this contributes to stress, and you know, people like to go out. New Yorkers like to go out. New Yorkers like to eat out and sit outside, and you know, sit inside and drink, and you know, and go to bars, and it's just we've never had anything like this. So it throws everything out of proportion, and you know, just people are just you know, people they're not, you know, they're upset. This has to hopefully come to an end next year. And so anyway, folks, I'm in the corner of 24th Street and 9th Avenue. There used to be a pharmacy here years ago, and called Brennweiser, and now it's closed up, and that's what it is now. And there's supposed to be something coming soon, but it hasn't. I guess the construction's been stopped. It says cook shop, and there used to be a cleaners here. The cleaners, the motorizing cleaners, I think it was called. So there's a lot of places that are. Now I'm going to show you across the street to our beloved where Jimmy's used to be. Unfortunately, okay, now it's a pet shop called Pet Central, and that's where Jimmy's, our beloved Jimmy's in Chelsea, was there for many years. And then there's a restaurant in the corner, and then the old pizza shop and laundry and blah blah blah, candy store, fruit stand, TV repair shop, all that stuff used to be on that side of the street. No longer there. And what can I say? So folks, I have to take my glasses off because I can't. It keeps getting foggy. I'm walking. The steam is coming up. This is not really helping me out here. I'm on the corner of 25th and 9th, and you know, things have really changed around here too. And let me flip this around. and show you that corner deli there, the Empire Deli. It used to be Grant's Bar for many, many years. Grant's Bar, and there was a laundromat next to it, and then there was a bunch of other stuff, you know. The bank in the corner, this thing used to be a bank in the corner, now it's a surgical place. And I remember that bank, I went there when I was a kid, and it was doing a promotion when they first opened up the bank. And the cast of I Spy was there. Bill Cosby and I forgot his name right now, but they were both there. They were promoting the bank, and my mother went there, and I mean, you know, these guys looked huge because I was young and small, and I looked up at them. And so that's the first time I actually seen Bill Cosby in person. So let me show you. Parking lot across the street is no longer there. The housing parking lot that used to be, let me see if I can zoom this out here. I'm having a problem with, okay, this is this building here. It's pretty big. Look at that. This building here used to be the parking lot for the housing, for the projects, and no longer there. The housing is losing money, and the housing decided to sell the property, and they built a building there. And there goes the Haywood building, which my mother worked there for 19 years in a printing press, and now it's become a residential building, and it costs a fortune to live up here. And this building too as well. I saw this in a video. This guy named Cash Jordan, he does real estate, and these apartments are like over $2,000. So it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Okay, there's somebody coughing, so let me run. Somebody's coughing. I don't care if you have 10 masks on. If you cough next to me, I'm running. Well, folks, I am standing now in the corner 26 and 9th Avenue. And I'm going to show you a view that if you haven't lived in Chelsea in a while, you're going to be amazed at. I hope I can get the view. But what is this? So anyway, this is a beautiful view. You know, it's new to me. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And remember, I'm on 26th Street, 9th Avenue, and I'm looking up north. So look at that building. Look at this building. This is around 30th Street, 31st. There goes another building. There goes another one under construction. You see the cranes on top. So this whole section right there I'm showing you was never there. It wasn't, you know, if you grew up in Chelsea, you remember this was never there. And this is what it looks like at night. So it looks like we're over here in the projects. Look like we're actually being eaten up by. We are actually being eaten up by these big buildings, and it looks like we live in a valley now, and being surrounded by these huge buildings. And you know, it's showing the times, and you know, progress is good. Progress is always good, but you know, sometimes it destroys the neighborhood. And you know, people are saying that, you know, I mean, the neighborhood Chelsea has always been a unique, diverse neighborhood, but it's changing slowly. And I don't know, I can't say for the worst or for the best. I mean, I guess it's for the best, you know, but it's just, you know, the old structures and everything left from those days are slowly wasting away. Unless you go down to the 20s, you'll see like the old townhouses and stuff like that. But for the majority, a lot of things have changed. A lot of stores, a lot of businesses are gone. And like I said, let me show you one more time how this looks. It's crazy. Look at this. So this is PS33. This is PS33 where I attended. The health station is back there. People know it as Bums Park in front of it. And look at this building. Look at this. This was never. It looks like. It's amazing. It's just amazing. These buildings are up by 30th Street. So these buildings are up by 30th Street and 30th Street, 31st, 32nd. It's all part of the Hudson. Hudson Yards redevelopment. So it's quite a view. I'll show you again. I mean, I can't get. And there goes some building there with glass and with blue lights. I mean, this is really amazing. I mean, you know, it looks nice, but I don't know. I'm used to the old neighborhood. There goes PS33, the side entrance on 26. So I'm just used to the old neighborhood. So folks, behind me, you'll see this building here is the old Haywood building. And if you turn around this way, there goes PS 33, there goes the yard. So this building was converted after my mother retired. A couple years later, the building was converted into a residential building. And it's a lot of money, a lot of money. Over here, let me turn around here, is where the trucks used to back up. Let me see if I can back this camera out a bit. And okay. So over here used to be the where the trucks used to back up into. They actually have a bike lane now on 26th Street, and the cars have to park like halfway out to the street. It's crazy. But this was a loading dock, here of the Haywood building, and they actually kept the old name, and it says Haywood Building Freight Entrance, which is nice, you know, just to at least to keep some of the. This is the yard on PS 33. Okay, so just to keep keep some of the history of the building and a side entrance. There was some lady out going out, and she just came out of there. And this is the Haywood building, freight entrance. So it doesn't. The freight entrance no longer exists there, but you know, and the apartments are beautiful. I mean, you can imagine this used to be a factory, a printing press, and the whole thing. And there's lights on the side of the building. Anyway, folks, over here, let me show you. Over here you have the building 420, 21 stories of Chelsea houses, which consist of 4 buildings, 420, 415, 425, and 428. And there goes the yard in the school. They just redid this yard, I think, last year. They have all kind of new climbing gadgets there for the kids and stuff like that. Now this neighborhood, the projects here has been kind of rough, I should say, and so they have a lot of police presence here, 24/7 for a while. And then when things calm down, the police will leave, and then the people, you know, the people who ruined the neighborhood will be back. So, but I'm walking down. Let me show you. I don't want to the camera to the cops, but there goes a police car, and there goes one of the officers, and so this is what they call the Whitey Park here, and it's all lit up. It's like daytime out here because, of course, they are trying to deter. They're trying to deter crime. So there's actually 2 police cars out here, right by the side of PS 33, and they're constantly, you know, spending time here for the neighborhood. So, so behind me with the cops, as you can see, and this is the drive of 420. And let me show you. Everybody's looking at me. Let me show you the Whitey Park, what it looks like. And that's what, look at those bright lights. And that's what daytime looks like over here. And they're just preventing people from doing bad things. They have a barricade. This is all barricaded here. I guess they had a command center here and they moved it. This is the building 428. This is the building 427. Let me see if I can bring this in here a bit. Okay, there goes 427. And here goes 420, 428, you can see there. So yeah, folks. So a lot of changes have taken place here in Chelsea. And you know, and like I said, but this is our home. I mean, it will always be my home. You know, born and raised here in the 60s. This was a whole different neighborhood. And this was a whole, not only the whole neighborhood, but the projects. It was a decent place to live. You know, it was working families and stuff like that. And unfortunately, folks, the changing of the times, it happens everywhere. You know, things change and the old people move out and new people move in. Some people just have lost respect for their neighborhoods and stuff like that. And, you know, and bad things happen. And it happens in a lot of places. So it's just not, you know, it's just not this place, but it happens. So anyway, folks, let me turn the camera around and let me show you, if I can turn this camera. That building there, actually that window there that you see was my sister's old window. And we lived on the second floor. We lived on the second floor. I was born while living actually on the third floor, and then we moved on to the second floor. So my window is that window on the side there. That's my window, my bedroom, for about 25 years or so. Across the street, if I can take you over to across the street, I'll show you, which no longer exists, is the basketball court that used to be back there. And there goes again the management office at 428. I'm also going to show you the Hudson Gill, which has been fixed up a couple of times. This is the entrance of the Hudson Gill, and Hudson Gill has been serving the neighborhood for well over 100 years. So let me flip this around. So folks, so that's the Hudson Gill, and still operational. The noise in here. I'm going to show you now the back of some of these buildings, like I showed you down on 9th Avenue. Okay, so let me show you the Hudson Gill. Okay, and let me show you the buildings back here. Look at these buildings. This is amazing. This is amazing. All these huge buildings. And okay, so this is quite an amazing area. A lot of changes. Folks, the noise in this area is so immense. Let me shut this off for a second. Okay, so the ambulance is out here looking for somebody. I don't know. This is the block that the ambulance is always here. It's always something, and they seem to be lost. I'll show you. Coming down 26th Street, they seem to be lost. Anyway, folks, on that second floor right there, that window you see lit up, maybe next to that pole. Right there used to be my bedroom, and that was the kitchen and the bathroom and the living room. And we spent over 25 years in that apartment. Then we moved over to 264. And there goes the ambulance again. Over here, the children's nursery. I don't know if this is still operational, because I haven't seen kids playing out here in a while. But again, I'm not here during the day. But I don't think there's construction stuff there or anything. So I don't think this nursery is operational any longer. But it was for many, many years. So folks, there goes what they call the backyard. I don't know why they call it the front yard, actually. A lot of people call it the front yard. I always called it the backyard because I lived in 446, and I always thought that was the front yard and this was the backyard, but I don't know. And the ambulance is still going by, very annoying. Let me shut this off. So apparently this ambulance just went around the corner and is totally lost, doesn't know where to go. So anyway, there goes the, whatever you call it, the backyard, the front yard, the side yard, I don't know what the hell. But this is building 466 of the Elliott houses. And this over here, of course, like I show you, is 446 of the Elliott houses. If I zoom over here, you see some of the townhouses across the street on 25th Street. And yep. And behind me is 288 and 450. Folks, a lot of memories for me here. A lot of memories that I will never forget. Growing up in Chelsea, growing up in the projects, it was very unique. And you know, everybody talks about, oh, my neighborhood is the best. I don't know about that, but I think my neighborhood was the best. And I think it still is. It's gone through changes, but I think it still is. And it's, you know, Chelsea's in the map. People go to hear about Chelsea. You know, there's a lot of neighborhoods that people never hear of. But Chelsea's one of the neighborhoods that people hear about, even tourists. Oh, Chelsea, you got to go to Chelsea. You got to go. So it's in the map. So folks, a lot of memories here, a lot of friends. I mean, I can get sentimental, start crying, because so many things happened in this neighborhood where I grew up. There goes the ambulance again. So folks, this ambulance has been going around the block 2 times already and can't get it straight. They can't find what the hell they're looking for. The person, God forbid, is already dead, and they still can't find the patient. That's a shame. Anyway, folks, getting back to Chelsea, it'll always be my neighborhood. A lot of fond memories a lot of friends, a lot of fun, a lot of tragedy. You know, I've lost friends that, you know, that grew up with me. Tragedy and through sickness and, you know, illness and stuff like that. There was kids that never made it, to adults, you know, killed in accidents and a lot of things that happened to them, and it's a shame that they never made it to their adult life. And may they rest in peace, and they always live in our memories here in Chelsea. So folks, but like I said, I keep saying, Chelsea will always be my home. I have a lot of great memories. I'm pretty sure if you're from Chelsea, from Chelsea, period, you have a lot of fond memories, and some good, some bad, right? Because it just happens like that. And but for the majority, I had a lot of fun living here in Chelsea, and I'm glad that I'm still part of it because my parents still live here, so I still have some connection to, you know, to Chelsea. I come back whenever I get. Well, actually, I come back. Usually, I come back once a week, but now I've been out. I've been out of commission because I had surgery on my foot, so I haven't been to Chelsea in a few months. But I usually come back once a week. Usually on Fridays, I come over to see my parents. So anyway, folks, let me just turn this around and show you where the cold storage building used to be. They turned it into a school, and it's real nice. The horn blowing here, folks, is beyond your imagination. The horn blowing here and the sirens and everything are unbelievable. This used to be such a quiet neighborhood. Across the street used to be a gas station, if you guys remember that. And there goes the horn blowing. On top of you see the High Line, part of the High Line. This ambulance is actually causing all this trouble. This ambulance is causing all this trouble because it doesn't know where to go. It's in the middle of the block now looking for a patient. I don't know where they're looking for the patient where, but it's just out of control. Let me show you. This building here is 288, home of our beloved Whoopi Goldberg. Okay. And I have a couple of friends out there, you know, that live there. Anthony Valdez, who works for the city. Nancy, I forgot her last name. Nancy Lee. She's lived in that building too. Nancy, I'm sorry, I forgot your last name. There goes some of the new buildings back up there. Just amazing, folks. Just amazing. The Marquee, a club that used to be there for many, many years. There used to be a bar over here, actually. There was a bar there, and there was a taxi, some kind of insurance place that sold taxis. So, and let me show you going downward. This is 10th Avenue going downward. There's a bunch of new buildings. I know it's not clear, folks. I try to be here before the sun came down, but unfortunately I didn't make it. I was having a hard time getting out of home. But folks, I know this hasn't been too much of a video, but this is my comeback video. And as I get better, as my foot gets better, I'm more mobile, I will be able to do more videos. This ambulance has the whole block blocked off, and the cars can't go down 26th Street. So folks, once again, like I said, I have a lot of memories here, and I'm pretty sure you do too. And it's a shame, and we just have to make the best of it. It's tough times. The holidays are upon us. We remember the old days. I remember on Christmas Eve, I used to go around with my friends, old friends, and they used to have a guitar and maracas and guiro, and we used to go knock on people's doors like they do in Puerto Rico, and we would knock on, you know, our friends' doors. We would hang out there, drink for a little while, have a couple of beers, joke around, then we'd go to the next apartment, and you would hear the music pumping from the windows, you know, people playing music, holiday music, old Puerto Rican traditional Jibaro music, and people would have lights in their windows, and I mean, these windows were like a showcase. And unfortunately, I'm looking around and I don't see any lights, except probably my mother is the only one who keeps putting lights on the windows. But nobody does that anymore. You know, all the traditions have died out. The new generation just, I don't know, they're different. They're different from our generation. the traditions are being lost, the customs are being lost, and it's unfortunately that this is being lost so much. So, oh yeah, look, let me show you. There's one window here. There you go, one window decorated, but nothing else, and it's a shame. It's really a shame. I miss the old days. I miss the old neighborhood. So, anyway, folks, let me show you over here in the corner from the 10th. There used to be a building. There used to be a shop there called Joe's. Joe, this guy named Joe had a repair shop there, auto body shop, and now it's a building they put up there. And there's a lot of buildings that they've put up. This is 10th Avenue, and just crazy. Everything is, and there goes our famous, beloved Joe's Bar. Everybody knows Joe's Bar. The building is still there. Joe's Bar, of course, has been closed for many years, and Joe passed away. And you guys remember there used to be a phone booth here? Right in the corner, 25th and 9th and 10th. Phone booth, no longer there. And there goes, one of the oldest things that's still left is that parking lot. I don't know how they've actually built around it. They've built luxury buildings, look at that. They've built some luxury buildings around this parking lot. So this guy, I guess, is not willing to give up the parking lot. And there goes that building on the corner, 25th. And so, yeah, folks, a lot of stuff, a lot of changes. And let me show you 25th Street, a little bit of 25th Street. And there goes, hey, welcome to Chelsea Elliott Houses. And there goes Joe's Bar again. There's people actually that live up there in Joe's building, I don't know. And there goes the old building. Everything's all lit up here because there's a police presence here. Very big police presence. Well, anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that little walk. I did the best I could. And as I get better, I will do some more better walking tours. Actually, I want to get down to the Hudson Yards, where apparently there's a lot of beautiful decorations and everything down there. So anyway, folks, stay safe. Let's keep our hopes up. Let's keep, let's remember the good old times. And I love you guys, I really do. And I hope you enjoyed that little crazy video that I did of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That was for you guys. I was home depressed and I didn't know what to do in it. And I decided to do something to make you laugh and to make things fun. But that's what I like to do. I like to entertain. There's two things that I am in life, and that's a comedian and a cook. And those are the two things I'm at. I'm not a politician, I'm nothing else but that. So I'm here to entertain yourself. I've done some TV commercials, and if you can look those up, some TV commercials, and well, that's about it. And I do cooking videos. If you go Cooking with Uncle Jesse on YouTube, you'll find my videos. I'm in front of 260, which is my home for many years after I moved out of. And actually, in the first floor, they have Christmas decoration, which is nice. I love seeing these decorations because I feel the love and I feel the spirit of Christmas. So, folks, with that said, let me go upstairs. I'm gonna go visit my parents. They live up in that building, the last floor. And have a safe weekend, folks. Love you guys.